Hi, this is Summer from Summer's Tips and Stitches, and today I wanted to talk about a new yarn that I have seen other people chat about in Facebook groups, and I saw at Walmart today. It's called Mainstay yarn. Let's see if I can get it in there. This is what it looks like. Let's see if I can find the brand name right up there. Mainstay. This yarn is $1.94 at Walmart, so it is very cheap. Today I bought it because I am making a lovey. So that's kind of like a little mini blanket that has a stuffed animal's head in the center of it. And I didn't have any white. Now, there's a lot of people that are very particular about their yarns, and they typically go to yarn shops and buy wools and merinos and all those fancy yarns that are about $15 to $20 a skein. And you know what? I'm very happy that they financially can do that. I am jealous, and I am sure that if I had that kind of money, I would. In fact, I oftentimes save my money and buy myself one or two skeins here and there. But I absolutely believe there's a place for cheap yarns. There's some people who can't afford anything more than that, and they still get the joy of working, knitting, or crocheting. Their children and grandchildren and friends still get to feel the love of being wrapped up in a warm blanket. There's also particular projects that need a nice sturdy yarn that can be thrown in the wash and the dryer. Now, the main yarns that you will see that are usually the cheap ones, I like to say, is Red Heart Super Saver. And this is what this yarn looks like. It is a nice plain yarn. I'm holding it really close so that you can see the strands, how they're twisted together. Some people claim it's very scratchy. I like it for projects that typically I wouldn't wear. So like placemats, I made my Christmas tree skirt out of this, and I'm planning on making a giant owl that can hang on the wall that have little pockets in it for a nursery. Another worsted weight cheap yarn. This is Hobby Lobby's brand. I love this yarn. As you can see, it has twisted strands together. This also is a couple bucks. Same with the Red Heart. Some people say it's a little softer. I don't know. My favorite of the cheap yarns is Caron Simply Soft. Here it is. You can see the twisted strands. Actually, that's really good. And I'm going to be honest, Red Heart and I Love This Yarn is the same way. Nice yarn. Now, I love Caron Simply Soft. I make almost all of my baby donation stuff out of this. Hats, blankets, sweaters, booties. I love this yarn more than I love this yarn. So this is my go-to. So anyway, you're saying, why are you even talking about all these yarns when you're supposed to be reviewing Mainstay? So I just thought, you know what? I'll try it. I'll see what it's like. It can't be that bad. It's $1.94 a skein. Walmart, this one is usually $2.49 a skein. Red Heart is $2 to $3 a skein. I love this yarn on sale when it's on 33% off or something like that at Hobby Lobby. Is usually $3.33 a skein. They're usually all about the same kind of yardage. They're all worsted weight and they're all acrylic. But I'm telling you what, this Mainstay yarn is weird. I wish I could explain it to you. So if I'm holding this real close, do you see how you can't really see twisted braided strands? I'm going to hold up, I love this yarn. You can see the twisted braided strands. Do you see that, folks? Here it is. I love this yarn. You might not, or this is Red Heart. You can't see it as well, I think, because it's pink. There it is. You twist it. Mainstay is almost like, I'm going to use a knitting term that some of my knitting ladies mention. It's almost like it's felted. It does not, if you get real close and look at it, it's almost like they just took strands of fiber that are slightly frayed. In fact, I feel like when I really look close to it, I almost see like threads in it. Well, I didn't notice it right away. I'm going to be honest. I just whipped it out, pulled from the center. And because I'm making a unicorn head, like I said in the beginning, to go with that lovey I was making. But as I was starting to do my single crochets to make the top of the unicorn head, I don't know if any of you do that, make stuffed animals. It's got a real crazy name that I'll say wrong. Argumini or Arguminini. I don't know. Anyway, you start with a disc, and I'm making the head. And I just thought, wow, it looks so fuzzy. Usually you see the stitches pretty clearly. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to come down and review this yarn. So, is this my favorite cheap yarn? No way. Is it soft? Yes. Will I try to make a blanket with it? Maybe I will, just to see how it is. Because for $2 a yarn, a skein, you can't go wrong. But I'm going to be honest, Simply Soft is still my favorite cheap acrylic. I'm still going to make all my favorite baby stuff out of it. And to be honest, I might not ever really buy this again, except for to try a blanket out of it. Here, maybe I can show these two skeins or two strands next to each other. Do you see that? How the bottom is Caron Simply Soft and the top is so much more fuzzier. Maybe it would make for a softer blanket. So that is what I wanted to say about Mainstay yarn. Yes, it is way softer. I feel, you know, just feeling the two skeins of Red Heart and this. It does feel softer, but it definitely is not a traditional braided or twisted yarn. Something to think about. You know, it may work great for certain projects, maybe coasters or placemats, or maybe it would make a nice sweater. It'll be interesting to see how it washes and wears the next time. But that's what I have to say about Mainstay. Their basic, plain white yarn, $1.94 a skein. I wanted to real quick tell you the yardage, just to be 397 yards. Yeah, so there it is. Thanks for watching Summer's Tips and Stitches, and check out my other videos. Please like and subscribe, and happy crafting. Bye.